All right, we live up.
Hey, Shalom. Shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, first and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto our power, Yahweh,
Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem HaKadosh.
Double honors to the elders and the apostles of GMS that rule well. Peace and salutations to all the Akim out there on the four corners, teaching the truth and sincerity. May the election on your house, may the election on your house be blessed. This is the brother Shawakwa Ma here with the
Brother Rock
of the GMS Dallas camp. Coming at you with a quick lesson. Lord's will is edifying to the hopeful elect. Going into ultimately how Yahweh Shai is going to bring healing to the nation of Israel. Because we have been living in a dilapidated state for these past days. I'm going to say days because of that Peter's where it says 1 day unto Yahweh Shai is as 1,000 years. All right, and he has been gone from us for about 3 days. So 3,000 years the nation of Israel has been in disarray. Okay, we have been leaning upon the other nations for assistance and for help. They have been following the other nations' gods and have become sickly. Like a animal that's eating the wrong foods. All right, they become sickly. Like for better thought, like a cow that's only eating corn. Okay, the milk's not going to be right. The meat is going to be tainted. Because cows are supposed to live off of grass. All right, they have 4 stomachs for a reason. All right, and they chew the cud. They're not supposed to be eating corn. They're not supposed to be eating soy. So the nation of Israel has been cleaving unto these idols and these other nations for assistance. Baba Kushai, could you pull that? They go down to Egypt for help.
This is Isaiah chapter 31 verse 1. It says, "Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord."
See, they don't look unto Yahweh Shai for salvation. They are looking at their enemy, just like in today's standards. They are in Babylon the Great, cleaving unto Esau to save them from their woes. Okay? And through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai, the elect, which choose not to eat the king's meat, which choose to separate themselves from the folly thereof, to turn back to Yahweh Shai and beg and plead for forgiveness. Okay? But let's just jump straight back into the lesson. All right.
Can I get something for you?
Sure.
This is Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 20. It says, "And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord, the Holy One of Israel, in truth."
Read that again.
Yep. Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 20. It says, "And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them."
And so where are they escaping from? All right, they're it's like escaping from the conditions that they're in. All right, they're escaping from the nation that has abused them.
Yep.
But you got something?
Yep. I mean I just brought that out to support the Isaiah 31:1, because when you get that word help, it goes into assistance. Like Jake on this side, due to the Lord basically putting the spirit on Esau, all right, to give Jake, these various government assistances and food stamps, things of that nature. Yeah. All right. We're coming into times now where he's getting ready to take all that away.
Take away the titty. He's about to separate, so Jake can thrive on their own.
Yep.
But
I was gonna add in there, like over the last year and a half, 2 years, the spirit has been heavy on the apostles to basically take care of yourself. Watch the things that you're consuming, watch the things that you're watching and allowing into your spirit. Because again, the scriptures say, "Arise and depart."
For this is not your rest.
And that's a component to salvation. All right, detaching from Babylon the Great, the best way you know how. But I just want to add that on there.
Because from what I can see, looking at Jake that's in the islands, Jake's that Ephraim and Benjamin, Jamaicans and
Haitians.
When they're over in their land and they're eating the fruit of the land, right? They're in a healthier mentality.
Right.
All right. Their bodies are more fit. If they're taking care of themselves, their bodies are more fit. Their mind is sharp. Because they're not eating abominable foods.
Quick one for you. Ezekiel 4:13, you can speak on it. It says, "And the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them."
And that defiled bread over here isn't bread anymore. Right? Bread is supposed to be at least 5 ingredients at the most. Bread is actually 3 or 4 ingredients. Water, flour, salt.
Yep.
And a little yeast. Or making flatbread, leave the yeast alone. Because it just does nothing but activate your stomach. Yep. It increases bloating, but it's a lot.
Yep. When you get that word defiled, it's a tama'ah, and it goes into unclean, impure, or polluted. And that's what Esau does to everything. Trying to genetically modify every goddamn thing, man. Things that are already perfect.
I remember reading a while back how Esau will liquefy a human body and pour it on plants to give it nutrients. But whatever grows from that tree, he will sell to the populace. And so you're eating a dead body.
You are what you eat.
You are what you eat. A fat ass Edomite, you eating a fat ass Edomite. Somebody's been eating McDonald's their whole life.
We in the new covenant though.
We going through it though.
But according to Jake, some bug outs, we in the new covenant right now.
Pull that Sirach 30 and 14. Just to hit on the point of those brothers that they're staying in those regions are healthy and fit, but whenever they come over here to Babylon the Great, they become sickly, like cows that's been eating the wrong diet. All right.
This is Sirach chapter 30 and verse 14. It says, "Better is the poor being sound and of strong constitution than a rich man that is afflicted in his body."
Because pull that word, the
constitution.
Yeah. Could you pull it? Because I know it's in the part.
Yep. It says, there's a dictionary definition. It says, a body of fundamental principles or established precedents according to which the state or other organization is knowledge. It says composition of something.
Yeah, the composition of the food is natural. You know,
Here's the right definition for that in the context of this precept. It says a person's physical state
there you go.
with regard to vitality, health, and strength.
You know, you know, and that's through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai, because the food is grown in rich soil, so it is actually from the earth.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Esau Edom has Monsanto seeds, if we can say that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Terminator seeds.
Mm-hmm.
You know, seeds that destroy the soil. You know, and if it's destroying the soil, you're eating the fruit of that seed. What is that doing? It's destroying your body.
Yep.
All right.
But like seedless, all these seedless fruits and vegetables.
And there's not supposed to be one seedless fruit or one seedless vegetable.
Tell you that in Genesis.
You know, every herb bearing seed,
right,
or so I can seed bearing herb.
Mm-hmm.
You know, loosely paraphrasing.
Right.
You know, but all this to say, continue on that 30.
Con. This is Sirach chapter 30 and verse 14. It says, better is the poor being sound and of strong constitution than a rich man that is afflicted in his body.
And the reason why I wanted that precept pulled is because in these other countries, you know, in Haiti and Jamaica and Puerto Rico, the people in America will look at them as being poor. All right, but yet they are more, you know, spry and full of vitality through the natural, you know, foods that they consume. All right, and they don't need to supplement. All right, because their foods already have all 100% of the ingredients that it needs to, you know, combat any ailment that's going to come up, and they won't have ailments because of their food.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. Can I make a point on that? Because it says, better is the poor being sound and of strong constitution. And really the only people that qualify for that, to that right now, is the men of the Lord.
Yep.
Now, yes, you know, going through particular things, Jake got ailments, Jake got, you know, neurological issues, and Satan fucking with us and, you know, fucking with our thoughts, making us think we're crazy.
Yeah.
Right. But through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai Shai, all right, the power that we've been given, the word that's engrafted within us, is stronger than that. And the Lord has been putting that on display, all right, openly. You know, I had a quick one, and then I was gonna give it right back to you, bro. This is excuse me, Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 10. It says, "Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of His might." All right. Now, this word that we've been given isn't a light thing. All right. It's a whole energy. It's a vibration. All right. That's basically emanating out of you. You know, and it's already known in Esau's modern science that sound waves, vibrations can kill or repel certain viruses, certain bacteria, infections. So when you see, all right, because the Lord getting ready to amp up the miracles. When these people get ready to see, okay, the power that Yahweh Shai has, you know, bestowed upon certain men, then Jake, you know, then people are going to be like, oh shit, there's something up with these guys.
What's that precept that say, blessed is the man that have seen, like,
Second Ezra 2, I think that is.
And blessed is the man that hears Lucifer. Like, my point it's on point, but hey, calling out by Shemel Shai Spirit.
Yeah, you talking about Second Ezra 1? Bodily eyes?
Yeah.
Have not seen me with bodily eyes?
Yeah, kind of.
This is Second Ezra 1 and 37. It says, "I take to witness the grace of the people to come, whose little ones rejoice in gladness, and though they have not seen me with bodily eyes, yet in spirit they believe the thing that I say."
See? You know, just because we haven't seen the gal by Shemel Shai with bodily eyes doesn't mean that it doesn't have any power. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't mean that Yahweh Shemel Shai, the word isn't going to go out, you know, and not return to him void.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yep.
You want to speak on it?
Nope. I mean that point. I think the point was made. You know, you want to finish that out.
That 30 hit 15 and 16.
This is Sirach chapter 30 and verse 15. It says, "Health and good estate of body are above all gold, and a strong body above infinite wealth."
Because health, whenever you have a sound body and a sound mind, you know, that's better than rubies. That's better than, because one, you don't have to worry. Oh, my body's gonna shut down. I can't eat that food. You know, I can't drink milk because I'm lactose intolerant. You know, but really, you're not lactose intolerant. It's the chemicals that's in the milk that's screwing with your body.
Yeah.
And really, you're supposed to be drinking milk seldomly. All right, it's not something that you need.
It's supposed to be a regular part of your diet.
Yeah, huh?
It's not supposed to be a regular part of your diet.
It's not something that you need if you're out of that season. Milk is needed for babies. Babies need milk. All right, you know, the sound milk of the scriptures. You know, the young men need milk to get to the meat. You know, They have to understand the sound thing first to understand the wise. Loosely paraphrase. All right.
Yep.
So,
you mean read verse 16?
It
says Sirach 30 and 15. It says, "Health and good estate of body are above all gold, and a strong body above infinite wealth. There is no riches above a sound body, and no joy above the joy of the heart."
Because that means that you'll live long. You'll live long. You'll see your children. Well, we're not in that
season.
All right, because right now we're in the season of war. All right, this is an ongoing fight until Yahweh Shemel Shai come back. Okay, and then He will deliver us, because ultimately He is the reason for the season. Okay, He is the physician. You can pull that Ecclesiasticus 38. You know, start at the top.
This is Sirach chapter 38 and verse 1. It says, "Honor a physician with the honor due unto him for the uses which ye have of him."
You know, because Yahweh Shemel Shai is ultimately that physician that cuts up along the disease. Is it gonna say the next verse?
That's a Sirach 10.
Oh,
I can pull that real quick.
But finish it out.
All the way through verse 3?
Or
just reread verse 1?
Reread verse 1.
Okay. This is Sirach 38 and verse 1. It says, "Honor a physician with the honor due unto him for the uses which ye have of him. For the Lord hath created him."
You know, because Yahweh Shemel Shai, you know, or Yahweh created Yahweh Shai to create. All right, and He created us. All right, and even though we have gone through, you know, a harsh living cycle or living situation, you know, we have become ill, you know, and we're going to need Him to come back and redeem us from the hell that we're in. Right?
Yep, these bodies. You know. Sirach 10.
Pull that Sirach 10. You know, we can go into that Malachi 4 too.
And then there was still the second and third verse in the Sirach 38 if you want. This is Sirach chapter 10 and verse 10. It says, "The physician cutteth off a long disease, and he that is today a king, tomorrow shall die."
Shall die. You know, and that that always makes me think of Esau Edom.
Yep.
Because Today, he is the king. He is a ruler. All right.
Mm-hmm.
But here here in a minute, whenever our big brother Yahweh Shai comes back, parts them clouds, separates the sheep from the goats. All right, and he realizes that he is the lesser of all the goats. All right, he is nothing, on this planet. And he goes through his 1,000 years of slavery, and then he gets exterminated.
Can I read something real quick? This is I'm gonna jump up in the chapter, verse 10 or Sirach 10 and 2.
Yep, 10 and 2.
It says, "As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and the manner of man the ruler of a city is, such are all they that dwell therein." And basically, that's what we see taking place now.
Yep.
When you really read the scriptures and you tap into the state of mind that Esau operates in, he's a psychopath.
Yeah.
He is a fucking ill, sick creature. That's why the scriptures talk about how he's the basis of men.
Yep.
So him being at the top of the food chain, we're at the point now where it's trickled down to everybody.
Yeah.
And everybody's fucking bugged the fuck out.
All these heathens, bro. It's funny seeing it though. It's funny watching a man that is nothing act like he's everything or God's gift to earth.
2 Thessalonians 2.
It's funny, but then you realize, like, damn, I have to be under this mother.
Yep.
What's that? I have seen servants on horsemen, kings walking on the ground.
Yep.
Because that servant knows what position he's supposed to be in, and he's fighting to keep dominance. But
can I read verse 3? It says, "An unwise king destroyeth his people, and through the prudence of them which are in authority shall the city be inhabited." That's what Esau has done. He's destroyed every goddamn thing. All these people, their minds, especially here in Babylon the Great.
And that through the food, through the water. Well, now he's trying to separate. He's trying to put everything else on top of that which what Yahweh Shai has made. All right, he's putting his tainted drinks and food, and putting all that on the forefront and calling it better than the latter.
You want me to finish out this Sirach 38? This is Sirach chapter 38 and verse 1. Again, it says, "Honor a physician with the honor due unto him, for the uses which ye have of him, for the Lord hath created him." Verse 2, it says, "For the Most High, or for of the Most High cometh healing, and he shall receive honor of the king. The skill of a physician shall lift up his head, and in the sight of great men he shall be in admiration."
So read that. So I get.
Verse Sirach 38 and 3, it says, "The skill of the physician shall lift up his head, and in the sight of great men he shall be in admiration."
Yahweh Shai is going to assist in helping the physician to be very skillful in the position that he's in. If I'm saying that right, because it's not of him. It's in Yahweh Shai that made him to do the things necessary.
Yep. Basically, like in Wisdom of Solomon, where it talks about how when Solomon talked about how wisdom gave him the knowledge of the plants, and the stars and all those things. Yahweh Shai, we worship Yahweh Shai for a reason. I'll put it like that.
Yeah.
Yahweh Shai and Yahweh Shai specifically he's the greatest. He's the greatest mind. He's the greatest individual ever created. You know, like people praise all these, you know, like the heathen. They go into, you know, Esau's history and they praise fucking Aristotle and Plato and all these niggas.
Those ones that are of low worth.
Those are low level cats. Man.
Those are low level. You know, that's lower level than Jake. All right, and Jake's are the father of modern medicine. You know, but you have to go into a whole nother age to understand how medicine even started. All right, but that's one other day.
You know, you want to go where you want to go?
I wanted to go to that Malachi 4:2.
This is Malachi chapter 4 and verse 2. It says, "But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings."
You know, and that talking about that physician, you know, that cuts off the long disease, which is Yahweh Shemel Shai, which is coming with healing in his wings to bring the nation back to proper remembrance. Okay, because over here on this side, we're so sickly. You know, we're so low level, right? The vibration isn't, you know, there, right? Because Edom has made it to where, you know, we can't be at our best. But even with us not being at our best, we're better than him.
Yep. Can I read something for you? And you speak on it. This is Matthew chapter 2 and verse 17, or Mark chapter 2 and verse 17. Let me see if I start up a little bit. It says, I started verse 15. It says, "And it came to pass that as Yahushua sat at meat in his house, many publicans and sinners sat also together with Yahushua and his disciples. For there were many, and they followed him. And when the scribes and Pharisees saw him eat with the publicans and sinners, they said unto his disciples, How is it that he eateth and drinketh with publicans and sinners?" All right, and this is the Lord's response. It says, "When Yahushua heard it, he saith unto them, They that are whole have no need of the physician, but they that are sick. I came not to call the righteous, but sinners to repentance."
You know, and what are we all? What are we all? We are all sick. All right, we're all going through some form of infirmity. You know, inflammation. You know, because one, we're not worthy. We're not worthy. You know, and this is part of our trial. All this is part of our trial, but at the end, Yahweh Shemel Shai is going to come and, you know, save us and cleanse us.
Yep.
You know, which things that we desperately need.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. And the Lord has started that process with us hearing the word and believing on it. You know, the Lord isn't gonna, because at the end of the day, the elect, you know, the ones who make it, who are called and chosen, the Lord ain't gonna have a sickly bride.
No.
When the Lord, you know, finally delivers the elect, the scriptures tell us that they're going to be changed.
Whether put them or not.
You know, and even before that change into the extraterrestrial body, this you know, before they become superhuman, essentially, the Lord is cleansing the minds first. You know, he's getting us right on a mental and spiritual level.
Because we need to be, you know, separated from this society in order to grow into that.
Yep.
You know, and that was the point of this lesson. You know, was as we grow and separate from this world, you know, the healing process begins. All right, it has to heal, or it will die. One of the two. Either it's going to heal itself, or it's going to die. It's like your liver. All right, if you have been drinking a lot of alcohol, okay, through your life, okay, your liver is the only organ that's in your body that actually heals itself. All right. all that to say.
Yep.
You know, but in this thing of ours, we can't save ourselves. Okay, even though Jake, wants to think he's gonna wake up one day and have spiritual power on his own and deliver the nation. Nah, bro, it don't work like that.
Mm-hmm.
You need to stay steadfast on the power. You have no power. Stay steadfast on the power that has come before you and already paved the way for you to be removed, from these said perils.
Mm-hmm.
But you got it.
I got one more. It's Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 1 through 3. It says, "To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven. A time to be born, and a time to die. A time to plant, and a time to pluck up that which is planted. A time to kill, and a time to heal. A time to break down, and a time to build up."
Mm-hmm. So we were born, we lived our lives. All right. Now, are you willing to die for Yahweh Shemel Shai? Are you willing to go through the things necessary to acquire everlasting, life? And if Yahweh Shemel Shai had to go through it, what are we? But
I think how you feel?
I mean, well, with that, wide for listening, want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem,
Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKakodash.
Double honors to the elders and the apostles. Shalom and shalom.
Shalom, Akim.